Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I have a quick and easy, healthy recipe for you. I'm going to show you how to make a caramel substitute using dates. I know most of my episodes or recipes are sweet or treats or desserts or something like that, so it's nice to throw in an easy, healthy recipe once in a while as well. Super easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get started. Down below in the description box, you'll find a list of the ingredients and their amounts, but it's really easy and these measurements do not have to be exact by any means. So I have a food processor here and I am going to take my dates, and depending on the date, and this is 2 cups of dates. Depending on the date, it might have a little bit more moisture content than the other. If it's kind of a dry date, you may need to soak these in water for about 10 to 20 minutes first. So I'll put the dates in the food processor, and then I have some coconut oil here, or you could use your favorite oil, cooking oil. I have about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, but I'm not going to use all of it to start. Maybe just start with a tablespoon of it, and we'll see how smooth it gets. Also, instead of oil, you could also use just a little bit of water. And then I have about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. This will balance out the natural sweetness from the dates. All right, and I'm going to put this on here. And then we'll put the top on. And now we will blend these up until smooth. So if they're just moving around and not really blending, it means that they aren't really soft enough yet for the food processor. So what we need to do is just cut these up a little bit and then put them back in here. No worries, that will happen sometimes. It just depends on the date. Even if you use the same dates each time, they just have a different moisture content, and sometimes they're softer than others. But not to worry. I'll just take this off and dump these out. And then just come in here and just start by giving these a little chop, a little cut. And you can always just do this ahead of time at the very beginning. Sometimes I'll just throw them in whole and they will work out just fine that way. Or like I mentioned, you can soak these in water as well. And make sure that you are using pitted dates. Don't try to blend up dates that have the pits in them. And even after cutting these up, you still might need to soak them in water for a bit to get them softer. But let's give it a go now. I think I'll put the rest of this oil in there. Take 2 with the food processor. It's getting there. It is getting there. So it's got it really in really small chunks now. We just got to keep going. And you'll notice that it keeps breaking down even more. It's getting there, getting there. I think I will add some hot water. All right, so I have about 3/4 cup of hot water. I'm not going to need hardly all of it, so I'm just going to put some hot water in there. And I just did this in the microwave and got it really hot. I thought these dates were soft enough to be safe. Just soak them in warm water for about 10 to 15 minutes and then drain it, and that'll work. Or you can, some people will soak it even overnight. That's what it looks like on the inside right now, the texture. Not quite there. I mean, you could use it like that, but I like to get it a little bit more smooth. And so I'm going to take a spatula now and just kind of give it a mix. So this recipe is not exact. It'll definitely depend on the type of date that you are using. And so you might need to add a little bit more of the oil, a little bit, add some water. It just depends. Sometimes you don't need water at all. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Now it's getting better. I'm gonna spin it around again. There we go. Yeah, that's what I like. And that's what it looks like now on the inside. And that's just exactly how I like it. Kind of a thick caramel substitute. Perfect for dipping apples in it. So I'm going to put these in a bowl. Notice we didn't add any sugar and we didn't cook anything either. This is just blending up the dates. And because dates kind of taste already like a caramel, this is called like a date caramel, even though it's more like a date puree. All right, the homemade caramel substitute with dates is done and turned out fantastic. It does take a little bit of time to work with it with your food processor to get it to the consistency that you might want. And some ways that you can help it along is to soak the dates in warm water for 10 to 15 minutes or even longer until they get more soft and they will blend up a little easier. And also make sure to cut them up into little pieces. Sometimes you can do it when they're whole. It just depends on the date. And then I like to eat this with apples. Apple and caramel just goes together really well. There we go. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this. Got an little apple slice here. Yeah, look at that. It's so good, a perfect combination between the tart Granny Smith apple and the very sweet date caramel. And you'd be surprised at how close dates, pureed dates, tastes like to actual caramel. It's pretty awesome.